that brings us to the next topic we want to look at. That how is the Ghanaian hospitality industry doing? And this time around, we are looking at the impact the hospitality industry is having on the economy. Now, prior to this panel discussion, I pulled some figures from the statistical.com, and here are the figures that they gave. They said that in the year 2020, hospitality and tourism and hospitality contributed about 3,880 million Ghanaian cedis. That is in 2020. And then in the year 2021, the hospitality industry contributed 3.9 billion Ghanaian cedis. Now, the explanation for the shortfall was because in the year 2020, we had COVID. So that is why it's lowered. Can I have your thoughts concerning the figures? I don't know whether any of you also have different figures. That how is the hospitality industry doing? Is it really raking in the needed revenue to support the Ghanaian the economy of Ghana? Maybe we'll start with Dr. Danso. Dr. Mrs. Danso, can we please have your thoughts? So statistical.com gave us 3.9 billion, roughly 3.9 billion Ghanaian cedis. And in the year 2020, and in the year 2021, we had 5.8 million that is about 5.8 million US dollars. I don't know whether you have any other figure. Dr. Danso, can I have your thoughts on how the hospitality industry is impacting the economy of Ghana? Mrs. Sedo, can we please have your... Hello, Dr. Danso.
Yeah. The hospitality industry in Ghana, like I said initially, is doing well.
Okay.
Yeah. Because for the figures you mentioned, we can't say it's not doing well. You know, it's contributing to the GDP of the country.
Exactly.
Take it or leave it. It does. Exactly. And a study that I was opportune to do. We saw that even as at 2019, it was the fourth. It was the fourth, ranking. And when you are rated fourth, you are not doing bad at all. You're not doing bad at all. So I think the hospitality industry in Ghana is doing well. You know, day in and day out, people eat day in and day out. People travel day in and day out. People do a whole lot of things that the services that are needed is from the industry, the hospitality industry. Of course. So there's no way. It is, as you mentioned, it is the COVID. When you look at the figure for 2019 and the figure for 2020, you know that yes, it was the COVID that brought the drop. And the COVID just didn't affect only Ghana. It affected hospitality industry globally. It did. Because of the restrictions, there were no more travel, the travel bans, so that there were no more international traveling, which affected that so much. Then again, even within the country, that is domestic, even that, because of the restrictions, people were not going out. You have to store food in your house, do whatsoever in your house. And that is even when there was the proliferation of virtual meetings like we are having now. So it affected the industry that much. That's notwithstanding, even this short period that we have a bit of ease, that we can go out, we can, travel. When you are able to put some measures in place, you can do all this. If you see that it is coming, they are trying to bounce back. They are trying. It is not easy, but you could see that things are coming back gradually. It is going to take a bit of a time. Yes. But then I know it is going to bounce back, and hospitality will still be that industry that really supports the economy of any country, including Ghana.
Okay, thank you. Mrs. Sedo, Gladys, on your part, I want to find out from you, from the same topic of how the hospitality industry is impacting the Ghanaian economy. Now, you and I know that these figures that we have talked about, majority of it is from, foreign influx. So it's the foreigners who are bringing in this money. Now, let's look at domestic tourism, or the internal hospitality that is done here, where locals visit sites and patronizes hotel. Do you see it as generating enough money to help the economy? Because you realize from the figures I mentioned, during the COVID, it dropped. Now, what has happened to domestic tourism? Where are we getting it wrong? What is wrong with our domestic tourism?
Domestic tourism is not well patronized as in the foreign tourism. In that, Ghana and take home, we don't have enough to, quote unquote, throw money around like that.
You mean the income is not good?
The income is not good. I remembered visiting Nzulezo and Takrade. Takrade is where Nzulezo
in the Western region.
Western region. We visited Nzulezo in 2014. My husband and the children. That was in December. We went there. The place was full. I even met some actress there, some artists there, and some celebrators around that time there. And they put up a program, I think a 7-day program. And then, it was lovely. Okay. But looking at how much we paid, we stayed for like 4 days. We paid and our money got finished. I had to rush to the bank, use my ATM to get money to just come and pay the hotel bills and everything. Looking at how much we pay, I don't think the average Ghanaian can afford that every year. Looking at how much we spend, yes, looking at our salaries and looking at how expensive these places are. Do you get me? So you end up with a family of maybe 3, 4, or 5, just going to the local pubs around, just for them to just refresh themselves and come home. You understand? So the local hospitality industry is too expensive because there is no difference between what an expatriate will pay if he visits this place and what a local will pay in some places. It's only the high-rise places that have the difference. So a local will pay this, and then an expatriate will pay this. But comparatively, it's too expensive for the local tourism to thrive. Secondly,
so from what you are saying, what it means is that you expect the industry players or the owners of these hospitality facilities to have price differentiation, special prices for the locals, and then different prices for the foreign visitors that are coming from overseas.
Yes. And secondly, most of our tourist attractions, the natural tourist attraction in this country, is not developed. There is this program on GTV. I think I've forgotten it's a trip something. I've forgotten the title. But there's this lady that goes from region to region unearthing tourist attractions that we didn't know. Even where I sit in Dodowa here, the last time I went to there, I think 2 years ago, and somebody told me, "No, there's a fall in Dodowa." I said, there's a fall in Dodowa. I didn't know about it. So one day I went there, and here you can just imagine the thing was so untapped. It was so beautiful, but there are rocks, full of rocks. It has to be constructed. It has to be done properly so that it can attract more local and foreign tourism, and then it will impact the economy positively. But when all these things are there and they don't tap them, and the few that are there, they raise the bar, they increase it so much. How can we visit the tourist attractions? How can we go there? We don't have the money to do that. That's what I think.
Exactly. But I also think another thing under this subject is that maybe we also need to look at the kind of things we have in our minds. You know, the thought pattern of most Ghanaians that if I tell my family that I'm visiting this site, then the impression is created that I have money. And so family will tell me, why don't you put the money into the family business? Or why don't you use the money to do something else? Where are you going? What are you going to see there? Don't you think it's about time we unlearn all these things and begin to change our thought pattern regarding the way we see our own hospitality facility and the need for us, the patronage, to even start from us?
Yes, I think so. I think it's about time we do that, because when we visited that place I spoke about, I mean, it was so relieving, you know. After a hard day's work, you just go and relax and come back home, you know. But then if we have told some other people, maybe our neighbors or our family, that we are going to
have discouraged you
of money there, they'll say, hey, all this money, you know, Ghana and how it works.
Exactly. Mrs. Sadofia, Doris, sorry, please, land. Let me allow you to finish. I thought you had finished. Please finish it.
Yeah. Also, local places like, you know, this one, we have to travel all the way to Accra, but there are places in Accra, from, closer, a little closer, that can do equally as these people around the coastal areas far from Accra are doing. So if they would also pick up the mantle, develop their terrain, those close to the beaches, and then do some programs on weekends, on holidays, and the end of years, I think people will patronize.
Okay. Thank you so much. Mrs. Sadofia, Doris, are you there?
Tio, call me Mama Ga, be free.
Oh, Mama Ga, thank you. Please. On how the hospitality industry in Ghana is impacting the economy. Now, I want to find out from you. You know, currently in Africa, South Africa is leading hospitality in Africa. Now, when you go to places like how is it called? We have places called Maldives, which is located in the Indian Ocean. People travel as far as that place, and they spend thousands of dollars. What can we do to ensure that we help our industry to rake in enough revenue to sustain or to help our economy?
Yeah. You know, Ghana is blessed with countless natural attractions.
Exactly.
So as we travel around the world to enjoy holidays in the UAE, in the United Kingdom, the US, Monaco, China, and the rest who are making good use of their resources, we should learn we should learn from them. How are they doing their things? You know, most of these tourist attractions we visit, especially in China and in Dubai, most of these ones are man-made.
So they are artificial.
Yeah, we waste money to go to this Dubai and the rest. Dubai is just, I would say, it is a desert. But they made good use of their resources. All they had is oil and the sea.
Okay.
But they know that the oil will one day be gone.
Okay.
What would they base their economy on? How are they going to grow their economy? So they thought of tourism, and they have really made good use of their resources to build what they have today. That today we go there to exhibit Ghana.
Okay.
You know, we have everything as a country. Sometimes the first time I went to Dubai, toured through Abu Dhabi and the other places I went to, I was like, that's when I knew that Ghana, we are so blessed. Because they don't even have the water to drink. They filter the sea to get what they have, even the water they drink. So if we have all these natural resources, all we have to do is to build it up. We have it already. All we have to do is to add some touch to it. Let's bring our architects on board. When sometimes you hear a graduate, I mean, KNUST, what I read, I'm reading architecture. What are we using our human resource? What are we using them for? Can't we bring our even students on board? And the graduates who are home and crying for a job, they should come up with something, design our tourist attraction. They should design it and bring the hospitality experts on board to also like they should work in collaboration to come up with something to create our hospitality industry. So as we are going about exhibiting Ghana, showing Ghana to the world, calling people to come in, sometimes I feel like we are just interested in what they will come and pay at the airport for us to get the money and put in our package.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I think with what you have, sorry, let me allow you to finish. I thought you were
We
done.
should build the tourist attraction we are inviting them to come. They should come and invest in what? Just to come and invest. We should build our tourist attractions. We should make the road leading to these attractions motorable so that when they come in, they can be able to access the attractions. And you know, the hotels that the people are coming to sleep in, the accommodation they are going to rent and stay. How are we regulating it? We are talking about the amount of money it brought into the system, this and that. But are these monies regulated? How is the government how is the country making money out of it? There may be some direct and indirect revenues that we may get. When they come, they may go to the salon. When they come, they may go to buy cocoa or do something. Are we taxing everybody involved? You know, we have investors who have invested in big hotels in Ghana, and all we hear is they have tax waivers.
Exactly. That's what I have a big problem with.
What are we gaining from all this we are investing in? We are waiving them tax. At the end of the day, whoever is waiving them the tax has a percentage of the hotel.
Exactly.
So
and the local get billed.
Nothing. We see people coming in. We see people like this year of return. We hear a lot of people came in. According to a reliable source, somebody who works at the Ghana Tourist Board, I spoke with this week. She said during the Christmas, almost all hotels were full in Ghana. And the occupants are our sisters and brothers from the diaspora.
In fact, what they are saying is really true. What they are saying is true because I spoke with a couple recently and they were telling me that there are a lot of people who come to Ghana during Christmas. Yeah. So as we talk now, that the to get an airfare, to buy an air ticket, to travel from UK to Ghana, the prices are hitting £1,000.
Yeah.
That is how high it's going because of the demand.
Yeah. So we have to, the numbers need to be communicated to communicate. They need to communicate these numbers to us well.
Okay.
When they come, which hotel are they lodging? How much are they paying? How much tax is the hotel owner paying to the government? Exactly. If they are paying nothing, then who is sharing the percentage with the hotel owner? It's very important because a lot of money is coming into the country. Ghana needs not to struggle, but the greediness of the people in charge is becoming too much. So if we will concentrate on the country, building the country, year of return, we made this amount of money. Where is the money? Where did it go? You know,
in what you are trying to say is that there should be transparency.
Exactly. Exactly. We are seeing the hospitality industry is booming. Ghana is doing well. The numbers are there. And are we seeing it on the ground? You know, which people are they employing? Which people are working in these hotels?
Yeah.
How much tax are they paying? If everybody will pay tax in Ghana, I don't think as a country as Ghana, we should be going about borrowing money to be doing things. We should build our tourist industry. We should build it. We have everything, Mrs. White. We have everything as a country. We have everything.
Udara is fine.
We have
Udara is fine.
we have gold. We have everything. We have the rainfall. We have everything here. We have seasons, but the last time I went to Museum for Natural Science with my family, they have this small place. They say tropical rainforest where they have the butterflies and everything. Ghana is like we have everything, but our problem is how are we building it? And even if we build it, how are we taking care of the revenue?
Yeah.
Are we using it to build more? Who is sharing the percentage with the owners? And must it be that way?
Yeah.
The leakage in the system is just too much. We are seeing the people coming, but we don't know where the money is going to. That is the problem.
There's a lack of accountability.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you so much. So with all that you have said, it brings us to the next question, that as a nation, how can we brand the hospitality industry to attract more patronage, to impact the economy, and to sustain it all year round? Because from all that you have said, you realize that in some areas, they are not so blessed with even these natural and cultural resources like Ghana, that we have everything. Yet we have not been able to leverage on what we have to build the nation or to support the economy to the level that we want it to get to. We want to know how can we brand it, because we know that branding goes beyond the name. It's not just about the name of the hotel, but branding goes beyond the name. Branding covers personality. It covers the value of the hotel, the customer perception, the notions and experiences, who you are and what you believe in, and how you want to be perceived by the customer. So I want to find out from you, all of you. I'll start with Dr. Dansobeta. How can we brand this industry to make it more interesting, to make it more attractive, to bring people in and to sustain the industry? Hello, Dr. Danson.
Yeah, Theo. There are so many ways we can do that. I would like to touch on one, and perhaps my colleagues will do justice to the rest. Rebranding, like you said, has a lot to go with it. Yes, the image of the hotel, the perception of the customers, and so on and so forth. So, if the Ghanaian hospitality industry, I think, will have to rebrand, then we really have to mean what we are doing, really rebrand. How do we do it? In my opinion, I think the hospitality industry in Ghana, I haven't seen, it's just a few of them. You know, when you talk about hospitality industry or you talk about hotels, we have various types of hotels. This is the angle I want to look at it from. We have various types of hotels, and then they depending on the type of hotel, then you know what you are giving out to the customer. Say hotel, if you are in for business, then you are a business hotel, and that is what you are. You know, if you are maybe a resort hotel, apart from providing accommodation, food, to the basic things, then that's that thing, that resort that you are, you have to let the customer, you know, have a feel of that. Customers have things that they are looking out for before they make their move or take a step for even visiting a particular hotel or a particular hospitality outlet. do those things that the customers are looking out for when they come, do they actually have it? Do they actually have moments of truth, of whatever they are expecting? Are the expectations met or even exceeded? Now, in rebranding, we ask ourselves these questions. Then we look at what our customers want from us, and we begin to do things or tailor our design and whatsoever we want to offer to the customer according to how the customer wants it, vis-a-vis how we also want it. It should be a win-win thing.